Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to our travel and English chat. David, how are you today?
Hi, Anna. I'm good, thanks. But I'll be honest, I've been thinking more about beaches than about work this week.
Already planning your vacation? It's only October.
Planning early is my secret weapon. Last year, I waited too long, and guess what my vacation was? Painting my living room.
That doesn't sound like a vacation. That sounds like a home improvement nightmare.
Exactly. The only souvenir I brought back was a sore back.
So this year, we'll make sure you actually go somewhere nice. Where are you thinking?
Portugal. Beaches, sunshine, pastel de nata, and maybe I'll finally learn how to pronounce Portuguese properly. What about you?
Spain is calling my name. I've always wanted to see Barcelona, Gaudi's architecture, the Gothic Quarter, and of course, paella.
Spain and Portugal? We might bump into each other on the Iberian Peninsula.
True. Maybe we should plan a surprise accidental meeting in Madrid.
Imagine us both lost in the same tapas bar? That would be fate.
Tell me, David, are you a detailed planner or a let's see what happens kind of traveler?
Oh, I'm a chronic overplanner. In Paris once, I made an itinerary with 8 museums in 2 days.
8 museums? That's not a vacation. That's the Olympics of art. By the end, my feet were screaming louder than the Mona Lisa's fans.
My style's different. I book flights and hotels, but I leave space for surprises. Once in Thailand, I had no plan, and I randomly joined a cooking class. Now, every time I cook pad thai, I think of that day.
That's amazing. My spontaneous moment was in Italy. I saw a sign for a pasta making workshop. I joined, and it became the highlight of the trip. Now I brag about my homemade spaghetti, even if it looks like worms sometimes.
That's the magic of travel. Those unplanned moments stick the most.
Speaking of highlights, what's the funniest travel mistake you've ever made?
Oh, easy. In London, I was so tired that I got on the wrong bus. Instead of going to my hotel, I ended up at the zoo.
Did you check in with the giraffes?
Almost. The driver asked if I wanted a ticket to see the lions.
That's brilliant. For me, it was in Japan. I tried to order ramen, but I pressed the wrong button on the vending machine. Instead of noodles, I got a bowl of plain rice with no toppings.
That's not ramen, that's disappointment in a bowl.
Exactly. But it taught me humility and how to read menus.
Let's play a quick game. If you could only choose one vacation style forever, would you pick beaches or cities?
Ooh, tough one. Beaches. I need the sun, the sound of the waves, and an excuse to wear terrible Hawaiian shirts.
I can imagine. You'd blend in with the parrots. I'd pick cities. I love history, museums, and food markets.
So if we travel together, we'd have to compromise. Half sunbathing, half running through art galleries.
Perfect balance. Though I'd have to drag you out of the hammock.
True, but only after my nap.
For me, food is the best part of traveling. In Spain, I'd eat tapas every day. Patatas bravas, tortilla, churros with chocolate.
You're making me hungry already. In Portugal, I'd eat grilled sardines, custard tarts, and drink espresso so strong it could wake up a statue.
The statue of Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe?
Exactly. And of course, gelato if I go to Italy. Honestly, sometimes I choose destinations based on desserts.
Same here. My motto, calories don't count when you're abroad.
Yes, that's why my suitcase always feels heavier on the way home. It's not souvenirs, it's pasta weight.
Do you prefer traveling alone or with friends?
With friends. More fun, more jokes, and someone to take my picture without me fighting with a selfie stick.
I agree. My solo photos look like my arm is the main tourist.
Exactly. Last time I traveled alone, half my pictures look like, here's my forehead in Rome.
That's why one day we should take a trip together.
Dangerous idea, Anna. We'll probably talk so much we'd forget to see the sights.
True. We'd return and people would ask, how was Barcelona? And we'd say, we don't know, but we had great conversations.
Well, Anna, this has been fun. Now I want to book a ticket immediately.
Me too. But before we wrap up, let's share some useful vocabulary for our listeners.
Now let's start with vocabulary and phrases from today.
Souvenir. Something you bring back from a trip.
Itinerary, a plan of your travel schedule.
Highlights, the best or most memorable parts of something.
Spontaneous, done without planning.
Get lost, to lose your way, can be funny in travel.
Calories don't count when you're abroad, a humorous expression.
Hammock, a hanging bed often used on beaches.
Patatas bravas, pastel de nata, churros, examples of Spanish and Portuguese foods.
And don't forget the most important travel phrase. Excuse me, where's the bathroom?
True. With that, we'll say goodbye and happy traveling, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.